We have been fascinated with the wheel since the beginning of time. The first known wheel was developed in 3500 BC as a potter's wheel. However, it would be 300 years later before the wheel was used as transportation. In the year 1760, almost 5,000 years later, John Joseph Merlin invented the world's first roller skate. In 1857, we were introduced to the roller skating rink, and we found a way to have fun with the wheel. In 1920, we took it a step further, and the world was introduced to a new sport called roller derby.
1, 2, 3, they gonna run back to me. They always wanna come, but they never wanna leave.
We're here tonight at the Idaho Expo Center, home of the Treasure Valley Roller Derby, an all-women's roller derby team participating in the Women's Flat Track Derby Association. TVRD is one of two all-women leagues located here and has been in the Treasure Valley since the year 2006. The term roller derby dates back to the 1920s, originally used to describe roller skate races. In the late 1930s, Leo Seltzer's touring competition, the Transcontinental Roller Derby, began to evolve from a marathon skating race on a raised track to more physical competition, emphasizing skater collisions and falls. Sometime around 1938, after seeing a match in Miami, a sports writer encouraged Seltzer to tweak the game to maximize physical contact between the skaters, including elbowing, whipping, and slamming each other into the track's outer rail, as well as exaggerating hits and falls. Seltzer bristled, wanting to keep the sport legitimate, but agreed to the experiment, which fans ended up loving. Today's version of roller derby has come a long way since Leo Seltzer's inception. In the early 2000s, Devil Dan Policarpo, an Austin, Texas musician, recruited women to skate in what he envisioned would be a raucous, rockabilly circus-like roller derby spectacle. But after a disagreement between him and the women, they soon parted ways. Shortly thereafter, the Texas Roller Girls formed 4 leagues. The flat track version of the sport spread like
Fireball.
Let's try to give you some basic understanding of how roller derby is played. The game is played in 2-minute jams. The referees blow the starting whistle, and the skaters all take off. Each team consists of 5 skaters, 4 blockers, and 1 jammer. The jammers are the ones with the stars on the helmet. Those are the ones you want to watch as they go around the track. The jammers are the ones that score the points and try to get through the pack without committing any penalties or getting knocked down. The jammers must make an initial pass at the starting whistle. Once they get through, they work their way around the track again before they can start scoring points. The first jammer out of the pack is called the lead jammer. She is in the position of power. She can now call off the jam at any point and control the outcome of the game. And that, in its basic essence, is how you play roller derby. Before the game started tonight, I sat down with a few of the skaters and asked them some very important questions.
Hey, my name is Anti-Gravity, and I chose that name because I really like science fiction. I like reading sci-fi books and watching sci-fi movies and shows, so I wanted a kind of a sci-fi related name. My name is Reckless Abandon. 1, I'm clumsy as fuck, and 2, I do things with giving 0 fucks. I do it. If I want to do it, I do it. I give my all. I don't typically think before I act, and sometimes I should, so therefore that's the Reckless Abandon.
My name is Shakedown, and I actually got it off of a rodeo bull, and he was one of the strongest bulls at the time. He was the first in not being rode, and so I really like that empowerment of that. I was watching TV and I was like, hey, that sounds like a really good name, and then it just so happens to be that I'm a correctional officer, so I do shakedowns all the time at work, so it just totally fit me, and so I became Shakedown.
I got interested in it when I first came to a game, which was back in, I think, 2010. I was pregnant with my son, and I came and watched it, and I was like, I want to do this, but not right now. So I was always thinking I would maybe try it, and then one day a friend of mine was like, hey, I'm gonna go try out for roller derby, do you want to come? And I was like, yes, definitely.
Actually was sitting watching a football game, and my son's football coach came and sat next to me and said, hey, we're starting up a league and you look like a badass, do you want to hit some bitches? And I was like, sure, why not? So from there we started it and went from there.
I actually saw a poster at my work, and I looked at it and I thought, I think I could do this. I think I might like it. So that was when I first found out about roller derby.
It means so much to me, and I get a ton out of it. Like, it challenges my body and my mind both in ways that I never had done in my adult life. And I love the social aspect of it. I've made so many friends, and it's a huge part of my life.
Well, the meaning of roller derby has evolved for me. From the beginning, it was a way to get out and just meet people. I had been in a very controlling relationship, married to my husband, who was a prison guard in Walla Walla, and I was a stay-at-home mom. He didn't like me to do outside things, and when I was asked to do this, it was very exciting for me to have something that was just my own. And then it meant empowerment. Like, it taught me that I was stronger than what he said I was.
I feel that roller derby, for me, is that it's a secondary family. Actually, in my world, it's my firstary family. Don't have a lot of close family, so they became my family. And when I had all those holes in my life, roller derby filled those holes. And so it becomes a family, and they got your back all the time, and they're there to lift you up in your lowest days. They're there to help you through everything, and they are the family, as the best I can explain it. So,
As the minutes tick down, the game is securely in hand for the ladies from Treasure Valley Roller Derby, and they can finally sit on the bench, relax and smile, enjoy their victory. In typical Derby tradition, the ladies from Treasure Valley Roller Derby will skate around the rink and high-five their fans and thank them for coming out and supporting them, as they, as well as us, put an end to this evening of roller derby from the Idaho Expo Center.